All right, hello, I'm Captain Keith Alford here at the Pastoral Institute with Mr. Tom. He's going to kind of answer some questions regarding the benefit that we have through the Employee Assistance Program and how they can assist us on a day-to-day basis or as needed. Mr. Tom, thanks for having us here today.
Well, certainly. We welcome you, and always great to have you guys here and your families at the Pastoral Institute.
Well, thank you, thank you. Well, we'll just jump right into it. You know, in our line of work, we see so much tragedy and trauma,
Right.
And we carry a lot of weight throughout our careers. That sometimes we just we can speak to our friends and family about it, but sometimes we just don't want to talk about.
Right.
And especially large scale incidents. I know that y'all have been involved with some instant stress debriefings in the past. Tell us how we could access that program and who would we need to contact to do something like that.
So certainly on the larger scale, whenever you have a critical incident or you notice after a critical incident that you have some guys and gals that are having some difficulty, you merely call here and ask for a Marilus or even at the front desk and say, I think we need somebody to come over. And we have training in that. I served 35 years in the military and did that many, many times, including on the battlefield. So, and that's one of the EAP benefits that our companies get is if they have something happen at work, they can call and ask for a response team, and we'll come over and work with those who want to. And that's always important to identify who wants to talk because we don't want to force anyone to talk.
Right.
That might increase the trauma, actually. So
that's right. Kind of want to do it at their own pace.
Yeah.
I can understand that. Now, in a group setting such as the fire department, where you may have to counsel, 10 to 15 people at a time, do y'all have a group of counselors that can deal with that many people?
Determined by the need. We'll determine how many people to bring. So in the past and some of the other fire departments in this area, we've actually gone maybe multiple times in a larger incident, but we'll take as many people as we need.
Oh, great. That's good. Well, we appreciate that benefit that y'all offer to the department because there is definitely a need for that at times. On an individual basis, if a member wanted to come, and meet in person outside of the department, how would they go about, scheduling an appointment, and how many visits do they get each year?
Okay, so it's quite easy to schedule an appointment. You can actually go to our website, and once there, click on Make an Appointment, and you'll be sent some paperwork to fill out, and you send that back. And as soon as we get the paperwork, then we look to schedule the appointment. If it's an emergency, we can also make that happen. If it's outside of the area, let's say you have a college student, a family member, we have affiliate providers not only throughout the state but around the country that we can reach out and contact with. And I believe right now that each member of the fire department is eligible for 6 individual sessions or 6 family sessions. Now, if they're all family, that can be 12 sessions total, but 6 individual and then in addition to 6 family. So we can work those numbers, but the max would be 12 before it goes to insurance.
Okay, all right. Confidentiality is going to also, be a very important aspect of anybody, especially a tough firefighter.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't want to, let everybody know their business when it comes to expressing their feelings and all that. So, can you explain, who would all be contacted if an employee did use this benefit?
Right.
And
so,
is it confidential?
Yeah. So, one of the beautiful things about the EAP program is the contracts we have. And we have a lot of them with the businesses in town. But the businesses don't know the individual's name. They get a bill from us saying that we had an individual or 3 individuals this month, and they trust us to give them the right number, and they pay us for that visit. But you don't have to worry about the company knowing it was you that came here. The other thing about confidentiality in the state of Georgia, we are only required to report 4 things, and those would be if someone was suicidal or homicidal. We don't feel good about people just walking out here. We're going to get some additional help, so we have to reach out to additional resources on those things. And then if somebody is abusing children or elderly adults, we're mandated reporters like many people. Everything's HIPAA compliant, just like when you go to the doctor, so those records are guarded and behind multiple layers of firewalls and protection. So basically the bottom line is you can come here pretty anonymously, and no one's going to know it was you. So.
Oh, that's great. That's a good point to this benefit. And just one other question. You know, if an employee wanted to inquire about more information regarding the Employee Assistance Program through the Pastoral Institute, where would they access this information, and where is the Pastoral Institute located?
Okay, so they can again call, ask the front desk, or call and ask for Marilis. She can give them more information. There is some information on our website. We are located across the parking lot from the Bradley Center. I think everybody in the fire department knows where
That's right.
the Bradley Center is.
Everybody knows what that's at.
But so we're off Lake Bottom Park and across the way from Columbus High School. So, you know, centrally located.
That's right. Yeah, right in the middle of the city.
Right in the middle of the city. That's correct.
All right. Well, I think that covers kind of a lot of questions that employees may have, and
Okay.
if they have further information, we'd be glad to get that to them. But thank you for your time and having this conversation regarding the EAP program.
Okay. And because I am talking to firefighters today, let me say a little bit about what we know about the profession and post-traumatic stress. Having been in the military and dealing with soldiers and having been to war myself, quite aware of what traumatic stress can do. As individuals, everyone is susceptible to post-traumatic stress, which is different from post-traumatic stress disorder. Actually, you have to have the symptoms of post-traumatic stress for at least a month to be able to get a diagnosis. And our intent here is not to give a person a label, but it's to use the means that we know clinically help people who have dealt with a tremendous amount of stress in their life. And we use the proven methods that are used in the military and the VA system to help people deal with trauma. And certainly in the line of work that you guys and gals do, you're exposed to situations that most people can't even imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I want you guys to know that we have people on staff who have specialty in this, and that if you're experiencing any of the common responses to post-traumatic stress, if you're having flashbacks or nightmares or dissociation or just anxiety that's probably related to something you've experienced, those are common issues here for us, and we feel very comfortable in helping people to work through that. And people get better. So. Well,
good. There's no doubt that y'all can help someone through their issues, and I've seen it happen before throughout my career. And guys out in the field, if you have any questions that you didn't have answered here today, please feel free to contact myself, Captain Alford, or Lieutenant Rose, and we'd be glad to get you set up in the right direction.
Yes, and please feel free to contact us and come see us. This is a wonderful place, and it's a safe place, and we create the space people need to kind of work through their issues. And you know, science tells us today that we're created to be in safe, caring relationships, and when we create those conditions, we are at our best emotionally, spiritually, physically, and mentally. And that's our aim here, is to listen and to walk alongside people as they grow stronger.
Yep.
So that's what we're about.
Well, thank you, Mr. Tom.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
Keith.